From the very beginning of the development of Titan Quest, we wanted to create a very realistic, living, breathing environment for people to play in. And to transition between very diverse environments typically takes a lot of effort. And we were looking for a solution to that. So we created our proprietary toolset, the editor, to make these vastly different transitions very quickly. We start with a blank slate, essentially. We have a large expanse of height map, and we have simple, easy-to-use tools that enable us to sculpt that height map. The ground textures are applied with essentially a painting tool, and this allows us to blend very different textures very effectively and quickly. The textures are arranged in layers. So for example, if you have a road texture and you paint that on top of grass, you can actually have the grass beneath the road texture grow out beneath the cracks of the rock. So now that we have the basic world layout fleshed out, we can start adding details. One of the things that we start to add are tiles, which enable us to create these large cliff walls with intricate detail, bridges, certain buildings that you can walk on. Another advantage of tiles is that we can selectively blend textures on top of the tiles, so it gives us seamless integration with object and the height map. We have two tools that allow us to add water to our world, and both of them are equally amazing. The first one is essentially a paintbrush tool, where we just paint areas of water. We can change the settings, change the reflectivity. The other tool that we have is a spline-based tool that allows us to paint rivers in directions. So if you have a bend and you want a river to go around that bend, it's very easy to make that happen. We literally have thousands of objects in the game to populate all of the different environments of Titan Quest. We have the ability to raise the object up, rotate it around, and it's all based on a point-and-click system. So you select your object, you click in the world, and it appears. We can also create groupings of objects, rotate a group of objects, paste a group of objects. So it's pretty amazing how easy it actually is. The editor is an extremely powerful and intuitive tool, and it's also shipping with the game. I think that the mod community is going to be psyched to finally get their hands on a very powerful editing tool like this. But in addition, I think it opens up the door to an entire audience of casual gamers that had never even considered making their own levels in the past. I think that the joke in the company is kind of I have the best job because I get to just tinker around with the editor all day long. I think that once players actually get their hands on the editor and start making their own levels, they'll really understand where I'm coming from.